Evening descended upon our little quiet place in Willow Grove like a warm blanket, the sort of Tuesday where last night's leftovers and a relaxed evening are a foregone conclusion. My son Ethan and I were waging war waist-deep in some takeaway tie, clashing with those infernal sauce packets that always burst to one side. He'd just gotten back from a late shift at the county dispatch and was complaining about the chaos when a bright yellow envelope slid under our front door with all the subtlety of a battering ram. The letterhead of the Willow Grove HOA groaned in misery before I even picked it up. A $500 penalty for a fence violation. So my cedar fence was 2 inches higher than it was supposed to be, hidden in Section 14C of the HOA bylaws. I crumpled up the letter and tossed it on the counter, growling about petty dictators. Ethan pushed his pad thai around with a scowl. Then the pounding began. Not a knock, a blitz, like someone attempting to batter their way through the door. I could glimpse Monica Pierce, self-proclaimed Queen of Willow Grove, through the peephole, in full dress-up regalia, big sunglasses in the waning light, a rhinestone handbag which cost me more than my monthly house mortgage payment, and a plum-colored key flashing on her finger like some hideous sci-fi gadget. Her blazer so sharp she could chop up tomatoes with it. Her hair did not stream in the wind. It defied it. "Open this door, Nathan Hayes," she thundered, voice so loud it could shake siding. "I have a master key which fits every house in this development, and I'm not afraid to use it." I had the door open just enough to exclude her. "Evening, Monica. What's all about? Aside from your usual drama?" Ethan went quiet behind me. I saw the faint shine of his phone. Recording. Good kid. Monica treated her purple key as if it were the Holy Grail. "This," she declared, "is a master key from one of the nation's best online security firms. It opens any standard lock. Since you were disregarding my fence notice, I'm here to inspect your property for other violations." I leaned against the frame, arms crossed. "Cute. Do they send you a time machine too or something? Because that key is a toy." Her face flushed beneath her makeup, and she jammed the key into my lock. It'dn't go. Too fat. Too thin. She continued jiggling it, complaining about faulty merchandise and 5-star reviews. "Ma'am," I told her flat out, "you need to leave. Key or no key, you don't belong here." This was when she produced her phone like a magician drawing cards. "We'll see about that," she growled. "I'm going to call 911. You're intimidating the HOA president." She punched dramatically, each one ringing with impact. Ethan snuck upstairs, I guess to get away from the drama. I didn't know he was doing something so much worse. 911, what's your emergency?" the dispatcher asked. Monica started a wild rant. "I am Monica Pierce, president of Willow Grove HOA. I'm at 32 Oak Lane, and Nathan Hayes is intimidating me. He's being hostile, blocking my rightful responsibilities." I remained silent. Whatever I said, she'd interpret in the wrong way. Neither of us knew. Ethan, 3 miles away from home and sitting in the dispatch center, heard live, a grin spreading on his face. The dispatcher was calm. "Ma'am, are you in immediate physical danger?" Monica paused. He stood over me and mocked my key. "Ma'am, is your master key with the Association of Locksmiths?" I nearly choked with laughter as Monica staggered. "What? It's from masterlockpro.com. They told me it would work." Second hesitation. "We have had reports of scam locksmith devices. What model and make?" Monica dropped her bag, lip gloss, and piles of HOA citation pads onto my porch. "It's a master key. The website told me it was." Neighbors looked out. Curtains fluttered. Faces observed. My phone rang. A text message from Ethan. "Got this, Dad." And then it hit me. My son was taking up the challenge, and he was going to use Monica's tantrum against her. Sirens wailed in the distance. Monica's scowl turned into a sly smile. She pulled out a camera from her bag and aimed it at me and at the flashing red lights. Whatever game she was playing, the fake key was merely the overture. Officer Mark Reynolds stepped out of his cruiser, his eyes tired-looking. He recognized Monica. Monica was made a victim, scrubbing with a silk scarf. "Officer, Thank God! He's frightening me. She waved her phone in front of him, holding up a photo of a tacky orange fence. Supposedly mine. But the address was 38, not 32. And the tree in the yard? Pine. I had an oak. Reynolds frowned. Mr. Hayes, care to explain? I took a deep breath. Lived here 12 years. That's not my fence, that's not my tree, and that's not even the right state. I'm in Ohio, not Florida. He studied the photo, then glanced at my very normal brown fence. More neighbors gathered. Ellen Carter from across the street, Tom Bradley by his mailbox, both shaking their heads. Monica didn't care. She thrived on spectacle. Officer, she yelled, Nathan's been causing me grief since he argued with me at the last HOA meeting. He's just like the old owner, always stirring up trouble. And then it clicked. She was projecting. The old owner? A retired school teacher who had caught her stealing from the HOA? I texted Ethan. Need the bylaws, now. She's attempting to break in. Reynolds confronted Monica. Mrs. Pierce, I need to review that photo. It doesn't stand up. Monica flared. Are you trying to accuse me of perjury? I'm battling property values. Men like him ruin neighborhoods. Ping, Ethan replied. The bylaws. I hit pay dirt. Section 7B. No HOA member shall trespass on private property without consent or order of the court. Offenses may be charged with trespassing. I brought it to Reynolds. She helped with writing this. She knows the rules. Monica shrieked. That's not what it says. I've got a master key. Reynolds' face hardened. I am not your enforcer, Mrs. Pierce, and that is not a master key. That is a toy. Tom bellowed. She billed me $300 today to welcome Nathan. Legal? Gossip turned to growls. Rumors of Monica's fines emerged. The wrong colors of paint, chalk graffiti, even bullying a disabled veteran into tearing out a ramp. Reynolds showed the phone to Monica. Go home and think on your feet about stage photos. That's a big no-no. Monica glared off, muttering under her breath. This isn't over, Hayes. I've got information that will get the neighborhood against you. The next morning, I brought coffee to Ellen Carter's home. She stood with her 6-year-old daughter, Lily, clinging to her leg. After some time had passed, she invited me in, saying, Come on in, Nathan. Monica blushed me over my mailbox, half an inch too low, wrong font, made me stand up in a meeting and showed pictures like a criminal. Later, she sat down at her computer. But I didn't just take it, I dug. Venmo records, luxury store purchases, emails from a data breach, a file called Project Purge, targeting disruptors like me. My stomach twisted. A knock interrupted us. Tom Bradley, red-faced. She fined me $600 for my wife's rose bush. Clara planted that on our anniversary. She passed 5 years ago. Monica did this today. His voice cracked. Whatever you're planning, I'm in. Soon our phones buzzed, group chats lighting up with stories. Fines for chalk drawings, bans on bikes, even power shutoffs. Ellen looked at her HOA account. Monica emailed the board at 3 a.m., pushing a $1,200 legal fee per household. My name topped the list. A patrol car pulled up outside. Bet she called again, Tom muttered. Ethan texted. She's claiming you're conspiring. I'm on it. It escalated. Fast. The HOA emergency meeting at the community center was packed. Monica in the back of the room, smirking, suit-clad, remote control clutched in her hand. Behind her, a blurry video, someone spray painting a fence. This is Nathan Hayes, she whispered, burning down our community. Then Ellen stood up. I have a counterpoint. She produced emails, HOA funds spent inappropriately, Monica's $899 universal key, Project Purge. The room gasped. Tom boomed. This one, Monica sneaking into the HOA office at 2 a.m., caught on ring cam. Monica's meltdown was cinematic. Screaming about sacrifice and ungrateful neighbors, mascara streaking. A neighbor live-streamed it all. You'll regret this, she shrieked. You'll beg me back when crime takes over. I stepped up, voice calm. You've ruled by fear, divided neighbors, and stolen from us. The only chaos here is you. The room erupted. Resign! Resign! Just then, Patricia, the treasurer, slipped out, laptop in hand. Monica saw her, typed furiously, "This isn't over. I'll expose Nathan by morning." But her exit was cut off by state investigators at the door. By dawn, my phone buzzed an emergency HOA broadcast. Patricia's nasal voice. "Nathan Hayes is a threat to our safety and values. Pay $12,000 for legal action or face liens." Extortion, that's it. Tom's electricity was shut off. So was mine. Ellen spoke of traffic cams. Monica calling 911 outside of the community center parking lot. Ethan cued her 911 calls. "Ma'am, you're not at home. Why are you calling 911 from the parking lot?" Time out. He played her 911 call record on Ellen, fining Tom, banning children's chalk. Monica's plan collapsed live. "Dad," Ethan said to me, his voice heavy, "I've been recording her calls for months. I didn't say anything because I wanted to assist." "You assisted," I replied. "You're the hero of the tale." At the previous HOA hearing, state reps had noticed Monica hugging her purple key as a good luck charm. Tom directed them to our petition, 237 names to have her ousted and prosecuted. "This is for Clara," he informed them. "Her evidence? Fake receipts, fuzzy photos. It all fell apart." "You set me up!" she screamed. "It was your son." Ethan, in uniform, emerged. 47 forged 911 calls, all taped. "You asked for this trouble, ma'am." Laughter erupted. Tom quipped, "Your glow stick key failed to turn our trust." The board ousted her. The state fined her $25,000 in barter from HOA leadership. As they dragged her out, still screaming about conspiracies, Ethan gave her an unpleasant glare. Later we had pizza, a community finally free. That night, I found an envelope beneath my mat. "Willow Grove isn't finished with you." I smiled. Whatever followed, we'd face it together.